Before I do anything else, on most trees, I like to take before pictures. It just helps, years from now when you're looking back what this tree used to be, what it used to look like, it always helps to have a before picture. So that's the first thing I'm going to do here is, let me spin this around for the video though. It's a large tree that I picked up from a friend and last year, and I've been jonesing to work on it, so we'll see what we're gonna end up with here. I'm just gonna take all the needles off the bottom. That's the first thing, and clean out some of the old needles. The third year needles you can see on the tree are almost all the brown ones. Hello? All right, so I'm going to put this on a different setting as I clean this tree up. And gravity, of course, allows all these needles to fall down. So usually when we're cleaning these trees, we start on top. All right, stay tuned. So I'm probably about 20% done cleaning, but I have found a little bit of a trunk here that we can start to see. And I would say this is maybe going to be the front, and then this is going to be the back for right now. But we shall see when I finish cleaning it all up. You see all this? This is really going to take a while, this little tiny dead stuff in here. So that's what I'm cleaning right now. But at least we're starting to see a little bit of a trunk. One of the things that the Japanese black pine is well known for is whirling. That's where you get a branch here and here and here and here and here and here and here. And you'll get anywhere from 4, 6, 8, 10 branches. What happens if you don't control that? You get a knot. So there's a few places on here where I'm going to have to fix that, where there's a little bit of a knot, and we'll have to go into a single branch to fix that. But that is something that you always have to work with on black pines when you get them from a nursery stock. So at the same time that I'm cleaning, I'm going to be coming through here, and if it's on the bottom, I'm going to take that off, and I'm probably going to take any of these that are too strong, like that one. I'm going to take that off and go into this. And then as you see right here, remember we talked about whorl a second ago? Well, we're going to take this off. It's on the bottom, and I'm probably going to thin all these. So you see these branches like this? This has one on the bottom, super strong in the middle, and sometimes you'll have 3, 4 all the way around. I'm going to be taking out the middles and going into these smaller ones once I get my hand out of the way here. All right. I've been working on this for an hour and a half, and I could barely start to see on the inside. And after a few hours, just a little bit of needles on the floor. So I worked on this tree for about an hour, hour and a half the other night. Still have a long ways to go just to clean it out. Haven't even come up with an idea, front, back, a side. So with that said, I will continue. And yeah, you always have to clean out a tree before you can figure out a front and a back, even the right angle. So yeah, we will clean this all up and then enjoy as I'm cleaning this out. So you see this branch right here? It's not on the bottom, but it's just way too big for our design. So right now, I'm going to take that off. And this one is on the bottom. I'm going to take that off. And this one's on the bottom. So I may have to go with that bottom side over there. I'm going to take that off. You remember me talking about trees whirling? Well, this is another example of a whirl that I'm going to need to get rid of before I can even see into the tree. This one's growing back towards the inside. It's looking better already. Growing back towards the inside. And here's another one. It's on the bottom. I'm going to take that off. So I'm just removing unnecessary branches right now that I may not be able to use in my design. I just have to be careful. You don't want to take off too much. So years ago, I'm thinking about 5 years because this is already starting to callus over. This was a large branch that was taken off. So this is out the side, this is out the top. I'm going to have to make a decision if I want to take that top off and go into this as our side branch. Anyway, these are all unique situations that you run into when you're working on these trees. So my goal is to possibly take this branch off 2-3 years and go into these. So I'm going to try to really protect these and go into these to replace this big branch. Even though I'm probably going to wire and style it right now, it would look nicer with these smaller branches that I can add more movement to. So for right now, I've decided to make this the back of the tree. I'm going to bring this branch right here, bring that down to about here. I'm going to use this great spot coming out right there. I'm going to use this branch as a side branch. And then I'm actually going to take this portion off and go into this back here. And over time, I'll reduce this unique little knot that it has right there. So you see this right here? This is a knot that comes up about 1 inch and then it has new growth. So when they cut this original branch off, we just have some on the back. Well, I'm going to bring those around to the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole thing off. now at the point where I can begin to wire this tree. We've cleaned it up. I've added a little bit of raffia for this branch and this branch. I plan on really cranking these down. So anyway, yeah, we'll see what this looks like when I'm all done. All right, take care. Okay, I've got the bottom pad mostly done. One of the things I try not to do is just make something look nice for a picture. If it doesn't work, then I just cut it off. I'm not going to try to make this look like a whole branch or bring these around the back. They're not ready yet. So anyway, long story short, this is what I have. There was an extra long branch. I took it off. It's not needed. And in the future, as this grows, I'll make that the top of a branch, same as the other ones back here. Then I'll bring those as they grow. I'll bring those over the top as another pad here. And of course, we'll get some back budding, and then we'll build more of a pad out of that as we get the back budding here. For this next branch, I'm going to use size 6 wire to bring this down, like I was talking about earlier. I could use 4, and you know, 4 is just hard on your hands. You're a tough guy using 4 and 2. Anyway, I'll be using 6 on this, and then I'll probably do a tie down to the pot and bring it down. I have a branch right here that's a little bit too big for our design. So I'm going to remove it. And then clean this up and use these smaller ones. As you can see in this video clip, we're applying even more size 6 wire. Okay, so when this tree was at a nursery, for years they cut and cut and cut and cut, and now I have a knot. And so I'm gonna have to take maybe a quarter of this off right now, and then slowly work on that and just keep this portion. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I will put this on a different setting so you can watch me take this off. All right, so we're at the very last stages of the development of this tree. I should say in the styling, not the development. And what I'm going to do is, this tree has no back whatsoever. And so I'm actually going to take this branch, the top of the tree, and I'm going to bring it way, way, way to the front, bring these down, and then style that as the top of the tree. Well, all right, we are done for now. This tree really created a lot of challenges. I'm going to take some pictures. I don't know if the video will do it justice, but there's no back to this tree right now. And so when we styled the tree, we just styled it to where it looks the best from the front. And I'll actually face this portion to the back, and we'll fertilize heavily, and we will get new buds that pop over here, and then we'll build a back. But right now, from that bush that was up here, this is not a bad start. A lot of challenges. I had to remove a lot of branches. This was done probably at a garden center. There was just so many knots. You can see a knot here, a knot here, knot here, knot here. So a lot of these branches that you see, when we finish this tree, won't be here. We'll actually design the tree with smaller branches. Okay, well, we'll see you on the next tree. Take care.